All right, give it a go. Let's see. I did not see it. That's annoying. Go switch to public. YouTube, please work.
With 12 minutes to go, let's hopefully it happens.
Wait, how did Schwartz get behind Kamikaze again? I didn't see that happen.
They've
or
been
did
battling.
Not.
Yeah, they've been battling.
Not just battling again.
Just,
like the Mustang has.
Oh.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think they've been battling ever since I joined the server, but
yeah,
it's hard to pay attention to that and trying to get the stream going. But
well, I can talk over, but yeah, so Michael Schwartz got. Well, he did try to send it past
Rigatoni and Sweeney. Okay.
Rigatoni trying to make a comeback here.
Are we live? Bailey says I see it. I don't see it on the YouTube channel.
Ah, you're live! You're live! You're alive!
I'll take your word for it because I do not see it still.
Refresh,
right, there we
refresh.
Go. Ayo,
you're live.
I think we're live. Sweet. I think we're live here. Heck yeah. Alright. We gotta actually be professional now. What are we doing? So, yeah, this is Ian and Arjun. We are kind of, I don't know what you'd call it. I was trying to say we're pulling an option, but it's really a Hail Mary at this point.
Yeah, we did spend like half an hour trying to get the stream back up and running.
But we got 10 minutes to go, and we are live. Yeah, we missed a lot, I'm afraid. But we got Funk leading Lee, Logain, Suave, Velasquez, and I think we missed a overtake Lee on Logain maybe a lap or two ago. Right now watching Rigatoni behind Sweeney, and not too far ahead Schwartz and Kamal. Let's switch to Schwartz. I think this is gonna be a battle for the rest of the race. I think they've been going at this for maybe 10 minutes now.
They have been going on since the start of the race. Like, I'm pretty sure Schwartz and Kazuo, they traded positions at least like 50 times right now. They've been going on in the whole race.
Oh, we see in the background there, I'm gonna switch. We see some crazy driving on this back straight to try and get the inside line.
Yeah,
but Panzo was able to get ahead. That Mustang power got the top speed.
Yeah, Panzo had a really difficult start to the race. He started P3 and got taken out in turn 1. I think Sweeney also was collected as well as he started falling back, and now they're battling for P14 and 15 despite starting P3 and 4.
Yeah, and I've got Colton here in red right behind him.
Oh, so that's what Red's car looks like.
Both these guys are quick drivers, and I think Colton put in quite a bit of practice, and definitely a lot of wet practice. I don't think he said he put a single dry lap in, and we've got a dry race tonight, so that may have called him out.
Yeah, we have not had rain the whole session. We haven't had rain in qualifying. It is also a dry race, which kind of feels like a scam. But hey, sometimes actually I prefer Coda in the West. What about you?
I don't prefer it at all. There's a reason I'm in the booth and not driving right now.
You chickened out.
Yeah, no, I was late.
You left your teammate hanging.
I did. I was late. I wouldn't have been able to make the race start. I was actually watching it live when it stopped. I thought it was something wrong with my phone. So anyway, I'm glad to hop in though. I don't mind hosting 2 nights in a row. Also,
we need special thanks to Rafael Lostolfo, who helps set the stream back up. YouTube was annoying to deal with. I hope they fixed their stuff.
Yeah, and all the admins that have the ability to start a stream in YouTube for whatever reason decided to be in D2. I don't know. It seems like collusion.
Hey, you know me. I visited this track this weekend. It's kind of a home track for me now, and yeah, I love this track. Like I told you, it's great for racing, just like Paul Ricard. I like both of these tracks. Come at me.
Yeah, this is a really, honestly, this is one of the top racing tracks, especially to watch. In like last night's D4 race, it was exciting. It did rain the whole race, but it was an exciting race. It seems like
Yeah,
there
I
was
think
something to watch the whole time. There was no quiet period.
yeah, Formula One is fun to race. GT World Challenge is also super fun to race. Fun to watch this year. So was every other race that's gone here. It's just a fun blast to see, and also just visiting the track, just letting the whole elevation, all the undulations you see, just let it sink in. Like this part of the track here,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually super steep than it is in real life than what it is in sim. And this track has a lot of character, which is just super underappreciated.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, it's a skill issue on my side, but it's definitely on the bucket list as far as visiting tracks go. I really want to make it out to Dakota one day.
Yeah. Also, if anyone missed the stream, we have a Bentley in P2, a silver Bentley. Well,
Yeah.
actually, no. I think we have Curtis Lee in P2. I think he started around P5 or 6, and he's made his way to P2 now. Actually, no. I think it's lower than that. Also, his teammate DJ Watts, who I think started on the back row of the grid, he is now in P6. So both Bentleys are
Wow.
absolutely flying this race.
Showing that race pace.
Yeah,
Oh wait.
and
Simon in the chat says got booted from server coming out of the pits.
yeah, Simon Goriot, the championship contender, it
Oh.
sucks for him, especially after such a dominant race in Nürburgring.
I know, and Funk leading the race right now.
Yeah, yeah, your championship rival is
Right?
leading the race.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what the drop race situation is. Drop race is really good. And I'll say Simon. I mean, if you want the points, hop back in the server. You'll get some for P19. You'll be laps down, but again, drop race is a huge variable. It's a nice thing to have, but once you use that token, you get a 0-point race. It puts a lot of stress on the rest of the season if you think you're in it to win it.
295 disconnected and joined back in. That's what if Yarn Brothers did 3 lap down. Which you'd think it's not a lot, but in a race where every lap is more than 2 minutes, that's like 6 minutes of deficit.
Yeah, I think Jeremy's on VR, which I've never used it, but I can imagine it's probably more difficult to get started. Maybe takes a little bit more time. So red on the inside of Colton. This is going to be a drag race down this front straight. No, interesting how this side by side. No huge advantage from that Lexus.
They have been battling the whole race as well. I think this is like the third time seeing them side by side with each other in the first corner.
I'm shocked there though. I felt the Lexus top speed was going to give him an advantage going into turn 1, and he just didn't have it. It really must have been a poor exit coming out of the last corner.
It's a mix of the shortest straight and also the Porsche's brakes being much better than.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true. Good point about the brakes.
The Lexus is not really good in braking.
Yeah,
and it's kind of a boat because. Yeah. It's.
Still
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's helped it, but it's still a boat. Yeah, it's still the brakes aren't quite as good.
Especially with like how the top of the corner is just drops down from you. Lexus gets all confused with the elevation change.
Yeah, it can be floaty. Depending on the setup, it can definitely be a little floaty when it loses the weight and there's a big weight shift.
Yeah, zero wing on the Porsche. I don't think he's running zero wing in the Porsche. You don't run the 992 on the. You don't run. You don't run the Porsche on this track without any wing, especially if you picked up a wet setup for this car.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah.
Like I did my qualifying last season in the Porsche in this track, and it put me in D2. I was running max wing.
Yeah, Red made a mistake in the braking zone there, and Colton really closed that gap up.
Yeah. Also, Andrew is like lurking in the background there.
He's about a second off.
He's just having a great view of this battle going on. I mean, the Porsche is really difficult. It's a handful to drive on this track, especially well, compared to the 991 at least, you tend to lose a lot of grip when you get on the power, and it's just kind of a handful in the S's. But this car is ridiculously fast in this track. Our leader is actually in the Porsche, and he has a 15-second lead, a 14.5 second lead.
Yeah, and last lap was the fastest of the field, and he still has, you know, overall fastest lap. But I you know, track limits aside, I think he's got it pretty well locked down. I think David's gotta kind of take it easy. He's got 16-second gap. You know, only what, 2 more laps left, I think. Across the line, and then 1 more actually after he crosses, I think. Yeah, with 2 minutes left. We'll have 1 more full lap.
Yeah, we're gonna have 1 more lap. We're now on the penultimate lap.
Yeah, last night we saw 3 drafters, and I don't think y'all have had any. We've had any tonight here, so
I honestly
good
don't
job on
think
these
we
guys.
have.
Yeah.
If anything, you might have. I don't know what happened to Chris Sweeney. I wonder if he had to sort of drive through, because I think he was in the top 10 before the screen cut.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, we did miss a huge chunk in the middle part of the race.
And yeah, Panzer Rigatoni did open a huge gap to Sweeney. See Michael Schwartz trying to get past Kamal Kasazovic again.
There's that top speed.
Defensive.
Let's see. He's going to have the outside line, which isn't the worst here, but you've really got to be further ahead than that to keep up.
Kasazovic runs deep and he just loses position.
He might lose it to Panzo here.
Just keeps it in.
Yep.
And yeah, he just slots right between the 2 Mustangs. Wonder if he's going to try to chase down Schwartz again. But going into the final lap of the race, it's going to be a mission.
So let's see how Panzo's exit is. What kind of speed he can use on this relatively short straight.
The Mustang gets both good brakes and a good acceleration. But looks like Panzo's just had a burst exit, didn't catch the Zoic here. But is that going to be enough?
No, I don't think so.
Kasazovic goes super defensive. We're an early turn in. And but then again, we are not even in the longest straight on the track yet. So wonder if Rigatoni is trying to stay calm and collected, just try to stay right behind the Porsche as they head out of the S's and onto the back straight. Or when they do that.
Here, and our leader's coming through sector 3 right now. And I'm trying to look at some of these deltas. Watts might get something on Suave, but it's going to be tough.
Also, Chris Logain is on the bumper of Curtis Lee. As David Funk crossed the line, takes in this a win that he's gonna need to make up for Nürburgring. It was Chris Logain gonna sit around the outside of Curtis Lee.
I had to switch to Watts. Side by side with Suave going to the last corner of the last lap. Watts on the outside, not gonna get enough drive there. They are gonna finish very close. Did not get by him, but that was a close finish.
We had 2 finishes.
Yeah.
2 Bentley finishing points. Wait, actually, Logain gets a place over Curtis Lee.
Wow.
Both Bentley losing, failing to get a position by .069.
So I switched over to Watts because the delta between Lee and Logain was like 0.4 coming into the second to last corner. So there must have been a huge mistake done by Lee, but still a podium. And remember, silver driver. So good race. And let's see, Panzo. Gonna have to be aggressive here. Hope for a mistake ahead. Not quite enough, so they're going to cross the line. 13th and 14th. Sweeney comes across the line. And our last driver here to cross the line tonight, Jason Yarn, rounding out in 16th. We had a few DNFs.
Ooh, yeah, no, Maxwell and Simon Goriel. Simon Goriel disconnected, as you can see from the chat. And I wonder what happened to Maxwell. And yeah, I guess it's gonna be an important win for the Sith Lord Porsches, as I think they extended their championship lead in the team championship to over 100 points.
So I've got an intermission screen that doesn't show the right stuff. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch over to the sponsor screen, give our supporters a shout out while we poke around and I have a fun game.
Chris Legane's in the chat. I'm just gonna abduct him here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's interview someone who knows more about the race than we do.
Yeah. Chris Legane, you are on the D3 stream. Welcome to the booth. Do you have us?
You are muted.
You're muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
What's up, man?
Loud and clear.
Wow, what a race, guys.
So
yeah,
let me say, we didn't catch any of it.
Oh no.
We had a lot of technical difficulties and got like the last 10 minutes, but anyway, so how was the race? You tell us.
Yeah, it was a close race. Yeah, you finished P2 and is hoping to keep the Constructors Championship alive. So yeah, talk us through your race, as Byron said.
There's so much. There's so much. Number one, it was dry. Holy cow, what a surprise.
Yeah, quali was dry too, right?
Quali was dry. We were all week long. We were practicing, getting ready for monsoon.
Oh my gosh!
Hurricanes, gale force winds, and all of it.
I heard the D6 race also was dry tonight, which is 2 out of 3 when it's supposed to be a 3% chance for a dry race.
That's interesting.
What are the chances, right?
You know, I'm not going to complain.
You know, yeah, it probably caught a lot of people out, but folks that had some COTA experience maybe got an advantage. Were you one of those? Have you know the track pretty well in the dry?
I know, obviously I know it enough to be a little dangerous.
Yeah, sure.
We made a little bit of a mistake in our first entry attempt. I'm kind of glad you guys didn't catch that. But I'm sure somebody will submit it as an incident.
Oh.
Was that how the Bentley got ahead of you?
So funny enough, the first half of the race, Mr. Suave was on me extremely tight, and I made a mistake, and he took advantage, and he made a great pass, and I spent the rest of the first half trying to catch back up to him. Then we're going to try the undercut and miss the pit entry, but that's fine. We came back around, had a perfect pit stop the next time, and I think we just were able to perform the undercut and kind of get back in front of Nico. And then Curtis started thundering down the track and was just putting down some insane times. And he passed me, just straight up just passed me. And it was impressive. We then did some battles. It was great. And I don't know if you guys saw, but in the last turn, on the last lap,
we missed it.
Yeah,
I live for that stuff.
We missed it because y'all were going into the second to last turn, and there was like a forced 10th gap, and just behind Curtis's teammate DJ was like right on the back, and so we switched to them, and the next thing we knew, they held position and y'all swap spots.
We actually got a bit of that looking back at the stream. Yeah. We actually got both of you going side by side. Yeah. But that was, yeah, we saw that switchback from you as well. So that was kind of insane. Glad that was kind of insane that even worked considering the angles you're taking the car into.
Yeah, I will happily attribute it to luck. I will take that luck. I'm happy with it. But no, that was, I cannot stress to you guys, it was the most fantastic race so far for me. Just battles everywhere, and I loved every minute of it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you had a fun race. I hate that we missed most of it. You know, we at least we got it going live there at the end, but But yeah,
Yeah, you
so,
got the start and the end at least. You got the stuff that matters.
right,
at
yeah,
this
and
point.
middle part
You guys
years.
definitely had a great race out there.
There you go, guys.
All right, man.
Ah,
Well, thanks. I'll shoot you back into the race chat.
thank you. Thank you.
All right.
And
You gonna grab
now
Curtis?
yeah, sure.
All right, let me pull him in.
Curtis
What's up,
Lee,
Curtis?
Buongiorno.
you're in the commentary booth. Welcome.
Good day, mates. No, that's Australian.
You can be Australian if you like, man. It's 2024.
Yeah.
You can be whatever you want.
Driving the Bentley, I was trying to get some British accent there.
British.
You just gotta pull Alexa in here and this make her ad lib whatever you're saying.
Just be confident with it, man. You can sell any accent.
Yeah.
So we got to be honest with you. We missed like all the race.
You missed like 30 minutes.
The
of the
stream
race.
died, and on Arjun's computer, I hopped on, and we could not get it started. We got the last like 10 minutes or so, maybe last 12 minutes, but
Oh, good, you got T. Colton hunting me down.
right.
We did get the. I think did we get your overtake on Chris Legane on stream?
It wasn't much. It wasn't much of an overtake. He went wide in the S's, and I was like, okay, I'll just keep on driving now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did, but
Both you and your teammate had an insane race. You guys just
Yeah,
carved
DJ
through
made
the
up
field.
like 10 slots. DJ made up. It was insane.
Yeah. So
He only had
So-
5 minutes of practice this week, and in qualifying when it came up dry, I was like, I can send you the dry setup as soon as I'm done setting a lap.
so did he have to come out late because of that?
No, I actually wound up pitting early because I started invalidating a lap, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back to the pits and I'll send him the setup.
Yeah.
I was happy with the qualifying pace. I mean, my qualifying time was almost a second PB. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, I went from watching you guys qualify and race start to hopping over here, so I definitely missed a lot. But yeah, it's I think they're at the last. I mean, what we caught, you and DJ were within a second, pretty much the whole time. So seems like you guys had fun.
yeah, we had a good time.
to give you a context, both of you finished 0.069 of a
Behind the
second
first-
behind both cars.
Uh,
Wait, no way.
Yeah, he told me that.
Really?
Yeah, both of us were 0.69 off of the car in front of us.
Nice. That's a real big nice.
It is.
Huh.
Nice.
What are the chances that somebody needs to grab a screenshot of that? That's pretty nice.
It is.
No other word besides nice to use for that. Cool, man. Well, anything else?
Yeah, it was a good fun race. I enjoyed it being dry versus the practice race in the wet wasn't super fun. So
Wait, you're silver. That was a win, technically, right?
Yeah, congrats on your silver win.
Nice. Yeah,
I was like, Coda brings it out. I think prior to my D6 season, Coda was the only place that I'd actually podiumed in an SRA official GT3 race. Only the ones I've got are all in MTM, so I'm happy with it.
nice. Yeah. Coda's definitely fun to watch from the booth. It seems like there's not like a dry period in the race. It seems like, pun intended, of course, but it seems like there was always action. Like last night on the D4 stream, it was fun to watch, and even the last 10 minutes, I think we had consistently like 5 cars within a second of each other for a while.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
just
missing
fun.
the middle of the race is kind of a bummer because there was a group of about 4 of us that were battling from 2nd to 5th, and it was pretty much trying to overtake each lap, and I'm like, we need to stop fighting because Funk is just running away. And then
Yeah.
he's putting in fastest laps, and then I put in a fastest lap, and I was like, oh, sweet. And then he came back immediately and beat it by like 0.4 of a second. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, this is
see.
mine. I'll take it back.
I see where I'm supposed to be.
You're right. Yeah, I think he finished like 15 seconds ahead.
Yeah, he's just vanished.
He's been quick this season.
But yeah, you had a great race. Like, were you expecting a podium going into the race?
No. I was expecting to survive if it was wet, and I had joked, I'm like, oh, well, if it's dry, I've got a Maserati set up that I prepared for MCM, but
Yeah, I don't think anyone's expecting it to be a dry race. Let's be honest. It's a 3% chance of it being dry, and you guys got the 3%.
I'll take it. 3%
Yeah.
for third place, I'll take it.
Hey, end of the class win as well, so that's just gonna skyrocket you into points, like it did to a lot of drivers in Nürburgring.
Yeah, actually, happy I was going to swap out of the Bentley into the Lexus because I've not really enjoyed the Bentley this season. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll hop back in the Lexus after I saw that McKechnie swapped over to the Ferrari when we were at Nürburgring. I was like, oh, I didn't know we could swap cars. Thought we didn't allow that.
Yeah, no
Like,
option.
yeah, you lose all your points, and I'm like, I'm not really in a championship, so I don't mind losing the points.
But does this change things?
Not particularly. I think I may move up like 2 spots.
Swap last race. Swap next week.
We got to pour one out for Dan Cran, who was suggesting in our Love of Lexus chat. He's like, oh, maybe I'll put Curtis on the fantasy team this week, and I'm like, that's a bad idea. Do not do that.
Wait, did he pick you up?
I don't know.
Oh my
Just
god.
Mr. Goldmine.
I told him like practice race results are a lie. It's just
We've got to figure out a way to cripple him. He's running away with it. The Crane Man's running away with the fantasy championship.
man.
Oh, all
Maybe
right.
he's
man.
onto
Thank you guys
something.
for broadcasting. As
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, I hate that we didn't kind of get a whole
Well,
congruent
I'll deal with-
race. I don't know how the upload's gonna work because there's 2 files. I don't know, man. It may not even make it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, stitch it together. It'll be fine.
Yeah, let somebody else do that. Somebody smarter than me.
Yeah, that would be the admin's problem, not us. We just did the screen part.
All right,
But,
man.
Well, good
Yep.
good job, guys.
All right, see you
we'll,
around.
move you back.
Thanks.
All right.
And yeah, that is Vin D3 at Coda. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but thanks for still sticking by and supporting us.
Yeah, we've got a couple of people watching. We appreciate that, and hopefully they stitch it together and get somewhat of a race. I mean, you guys got all of qualifying, so I mean, if I was out there driving, I'd probably want to go back and watch. There's definitely some stuff that we got.
Yeah, you guys
but yeah.
definitely got the gist of the general. Well, you missed a lot of action, but then again, D3 is always full of action. These guys are super fun to watch.
So what about next week? We got coverage for next week, I think.
I
figure it
hope so. I think Landon should be back, or I should be able to like fix my PC if it is not completely dead. But yeah, we'll definitely be back for next week one way or another.
Nice. Well, hopefully you see me out there driving. I love Watkins Glen. I'm looking forward to it, and I know it's a good streaming track too. I think it'll be similar to Coda, where it just kind of battles just kind of happen continuously. It seems like, and I think we'll see more than 20 people. That's my prediction.
Yeah, but thanks for watching.
Yep.
I've been Arjun.
We will end
And,
it there.
All right, it's